Okay, so you got yourself a set of Style 5s or any other two-piece wheels. The bolts aren't coming off. Let me show you how I got mine off, because from the factory, the BBS Style 5s, and I'm assuming quite a few of the other two-piece or three-piece wheels, the bolts are Loctited, so they have blue thread locker on them, as you can see. The reason why is because it's water resistant, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and also it resists like vibration, so they don't back off. But that also means it's really hard to take these out, so you can't just, like, you know, usually I've already removed the screws, the bolts on this side, as you can see, but they're not easy to push through. A lot of people say use a rubber mallet. It works, but you have to really go at it. What I found works best, and I noticed that, you know, it doesn't damage the thread. So here's one of them that I took off with this method, and let's see. We're gonna thread this back into one of these, and there you go. So it doesn't damage the threads. You can see it's easily spun on. All right. Basically, easiest method that worked for me. Okay. I'm going to show you. First, you're gonna get yourself some trusty PB Blaster. This has been my saving grace for everything on this car because it really works. Honestly, it really breaks rust loose pretty quickly. You can also use others like WD-40. There's plenty other penetrant and lubricating oils and the sprays like these. Highly suggest penetrants because they usually break up rust. Lubricants, not so much. But this is penetrant, as you can see. Spray some, just a little bit, really, on each of them. I would say leave it for some time so that it really goes in there and does its job. Get yourself an extension, okay? Place it on top of the bolt and hit it with one of your heavy hammers. It doesn't matter what size, give it a couple whacks. So I'll show you. Hopefully I can set up my camera and I'll show you exactly how it works. And hopefully that's a good angle there, but let me grab my hammer and, like I said, my extension. Now this is a 3/8. I think this is a foot long extension. You don't need this long, but I had it lying around, so I'll do it on this one because, or how about this one, because it shows on video properly. But I have a graphite hammer, which I bought from Walmart. You can use any hammer that is, I would say, a little bit of weight to it, so you don't have to whack it too hard. But rest in peace to headphone users now. There we go. Went right through. So a couple whacks with a hammer goes right through. I'll show you another one. Top that right there. There you go. Gone through. There you go. So hopefully that made it easier for you. I find that the head of this doesn't damage the threads because it's so flat. But anything like this, even a center punch would work because you're going in the center of the bolt and you won't really damage anything. But I found this worked really well. And it was quick because otherwise you'd be going at this. If you have an air hammer, of course, I think that might make it easier, but you just got to be careful of not damaging the threads if you're planning on reusing the bolts. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. Hope you find this super useful and handy if you're working on refinishing your wheels. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on how to refinish them. I know there's a few out there already. I'm going to be doing these at home, so I'm not going to take them to a refinishing shop or anything. I'm going to do these at home. As you can see, they've seen better days. They're pretty dirty, but let me show you the fronts actually, because we're already on here. So there you go. So BBS Style 5s. As you can see, the clear coat's starting to come off, but we're going to go polish lift, so that's all going to come off. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Happy New Year. Until next time, thank you again. Take care.